Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Walmart / Gabe's teeny tiny shopping trip. I'm just going to show you a few things that I got just because I haven't been putting out a lot of videos and I prep every day. So I could make a video every day. Oftentimes I don't. Just because I'm sure they get quite boring after a while. Oh, let's go see what she bought today. But I kind of feel like I want to keep doing my daily videos or videos of what I prep just to keep everybody's motivation up, maybe? I don't know. Or at least mine, if it doesn't help with yours. So we had attended a horse show, and it was Nick's first one that he rode in, and I made baked beans, and I showed you in one of my other videos that I got the number 10 cans of baked beans on markdown from Sam's Club, and I need to check to see if they marked them down anymore, but we have vegetarians. So I had to get these vegetarian baked beans from Walmart. And I had purchased 9 because they didn't have 10 at the time. I bought the last 9 thinking I'm going to make this huge roaster of regular baked beans and a smaller but still huge roaster of vegetarian baked beans. Turns out I made 2 small roasters of plain baked beans and 1 tiny roaster, probably I'd say less than a gallon size. Those are nice to have, of vegetarian baked beans. Well, I decided I wanted to, I ended up with extra regular baked beans with hot dogs in them, so those are in the freeze dryer now, and I wanted to pick up a couple more cans of these vegetarian baked beans because I want to freeze dry a load of vegetarian baked beans when I'm done. So I picked those up. These are $2. Now, I remember when my grandmother used to make baked beans, and they were the best. She actually cooked them in one of those old earthen crock pots in the oven, which I broke when I was pregnant, and that's a whole nother story. I can still hear her screaming when this picnic table flipped over on me. I'm like 8 or 9 months pregnant, and her bean crock fell and broke, and she's like, my crock, and everybody's like, Graham, get a pregnant lady on the floor, on the ground with a picnic table on top of her. Oh, I miss my grandmother. But she would actually soak her navy beans. There was no baked beans in the cans for my grandmother. She would get her navy beans and she would soak them overnight. No quick cook, like I do a quick soak, but my grandmother would soak them overnight, and then she would just start totally from scratch. Everything was scratch in her baked beans. And oh my, I remember the time she taught me how to make baked beans, because we told her, Graham, you're like, we didn't say it so bluntly, Graham, you're getting old. We don't know how to make your baked beans. You got to teach us before you die. But it was something similar. Something more like, don't you want to leave a legacy? But anyway, so I went to her house, and she was teaching me how to make these baked beans, and she got up from the living room, went into the kitchen, and I'm like, Graham, what are you doing? You're supposed to be teaching me how. And she's like, I'm just going to check them. You're fine. And I snuck into the kitchen, and she was putting something into the baked beans, and I yelled at her. She jumped, and I said, what are you sneaking in those baked beans? And oh yeah, so it was funny, and I still don't know what it was. She said, I wasn't sneaking anything. I wasn't putting anything in there. I wasn't putting anything in there. But my grandmother, I think she just wanted to be in heaven, knowing that nobody could duplicate her baked beans, knowing that we would miss them forever. Anyway, I went to Walmart to pick up these beans. Actually, I went to get Nick's special milk because he came back again. I wasn't sure he was coming back, but he's starting cyber school actually this morning. So every time I've been there and every time I go to the store, I prep something. And although these vegetarian baked beans are technically a prep, if I can't get to the store or I need something to prep or something to fill those Mylar bags, I keep them in my working pantry here at the house. And if I get a load out of the freeze dryer and it doesn't, I can't fill up 20 Mylar bags to use a whole bag of oxygen absorbers. I like to have other things that I can fill up separate Mylar bags with. So I picked up more lentils, and I only picked up extra lentils because they didn't have 6 navy beans. I don't know why I'm getting everything in 6s and 12s. Just don't know. So it's just usually what I do is I get 6. I don't know why I do that. Just get 6. So they only had 4 packs of these navy beans left, and these navy beans were, I believe, $1.14, and these chickpeas garbanzo beans were $1.18 a pound, and lentils are 98 cents a pound. So they're like 2 cents cheaper than at Dollar Tree, but believe me, if I was at Dollar Tree, I'd buy them. And sometimes, you know, I just don't like giving Walmart all my money, but I've only found chickpea garbanzo beans at Dollar Tree once or twice. That's not something they seem to carry all the time, and I've never seen navy beans there. So I also needed ink for my printer, and I really want to get one of those ones that uses cartridges, because this is ridiculous. This was $30, and this was the off-brand. You know, it's like a different brand on, but the regular ones are $39. I've used this once before, and it works just as well. The printer does not say, hey, that's a non-official cartridge or anything like that. My husband used to refill our cartridges, but he just hasn't in so long. I mean, I don't know why. It would save a lot of money to refill the cartridges with one of those kits. I think he spilled it one time or something and just said, that's it, I'm done. I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't like when he spilled purple primer on my on my bathroom floor. And there goes the washer going crazy. But if you are working with purple primer, doing any plumbing in your house, don't spill that purple primer. And if a plumber comes in and he spills it, don't let him tell you it wears off after a while. It destroys everything it touches. I have a purple stain on my floor. It does fade a little bit, but on my bathroom floor, and he wanted to redo the entire bathroom floor, and I said, no way, I am not ripping out my entire bathroom floor for that stain. So we covered it with rugs for a long time, and that worked really well. And then I get tired of rugs. I hate rugs. I hate carpet. I hate throw rugs. So I got rid of that. And let me zoom right along here. But yeah, the purple stain is still there, and it's been, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. So I stopped over at Gabe's because, yes, we needed another charging cable. Somehow they get lost or broken. Usually they break right here at the end for us. So we did buy some of those little animal rubber things that keep that straight. But I also wanted these kind because we have 3 different phones in this house, and especially Nick is always saying, where's my charger? Where's my charger? So he doesn't mean his possessive charger. He means his type for his phone. So he has an iPhone, and his laptop uses this, and I think his Nintendo Switch uses this one. So this is one cord with 3 endings on it. This is the one you plug in, the regular USB, and you can actually charge 3 devices at one time, and they give you enough space. There's like 6 or 7 inches so that you're not crowding everything together. So I really like this, and it's only $5, and we haven't had any of these ones break. So I picked up 2 more of these. One I want to put in the bedroom because my charger in there just charges slow, and then I want another one of these for in the living room. I picked these dresses up for my grandniece. She is Nicholas's age. This one was $28, marked down to $4, and this one is $32, marked down to $4. I think she'll like them. If she doesn't like them, she's 8 years old and she just loves clothes. So I think she'll like them. If she doesn't, it's no big deal. We'll just donate them. You know, $4 isn't that much. It's not that little. I wouldn't throw that amount away or anything like that. I'm just saying I picked them up for her because she's just a sweetheart and she loves clothes. And I miss shopping with little girls. But anyway, my daughter the minimalist, she doesn't like to shop too much at all anymore. So we don't. the last thing I picked up there, and I only went to Gabe's actually because my sweet husband gave me a coupon. Hey, I found this coupon, $5 off 25 at Gabe's if you need anything there. And I'm like, yeah. So I went and I spent $28 and I got $5 off, and I needed the chargers anyway. And I've been wanting to try these right here. These are laundry balls. They have ceramic inside of them, and they're reusable. Each one lasts for supposedly over 1,000 loads. You recharge them in the sun, and you don't need laundry detergent. Now, my husband is totally iffy on these. He said, I don't think he wants his clothes washed in them, but I'm gonna, So, and I just wanted to see if they work. So Gabe's often gets this as seen on TV kind of thing, and it's always a lot cheaper. Now this says compared to $10, and they had it for $5. I'm not sure what these sell for when you go to buy them online or when they're advertised. I'm surprised that they were so large. I thought they were smaller when I saw them online. So when I saw them in person, I was a little bit surprised. But I can't wait to try these. I mean, not that these make a good grid down item, because you still need to wash your clothes, and this still depends on a washing machine. And I believe if the grid were down, you had to do our laundry, it would be easier to add laundry detergent. But if these work now, it's definitely a huge money saver if it does 1,000 loads for $5. So I thought I'd try those, and I got 2 packs because I want to see if my sister or my daughter want to try them as well, so we can all develop our own opinion. And that's it. That's what I prepped today. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel the desire to buy beans and lentils every single time you go to the store? I'm buying like 5 or 6 bags every time I go, and sometimes more. But anyway, what did you prep today? Be blessed, everyone.